I'll also talk here about my thoughts about Japan and the nuclear reactors and the radiation. I remember 15, 20, 30 years ago, my dad or somebody who looks like him saying Japan's building nuclear reactors, like there's something wrong with it. Well, from one standpoint, right now there is something wrong with it. And back then, I guess earthquakes and tidal waves were a very well-known risk in that place of Japan. And now that risk materialized, and it's, caused a terrible, terrible thing to happen to Japan and the people. And I read that there are people going to clean up these nuclear reactors or to try to fix them, and they're dying in the process from radiation. The people who are working on these reactors are knowing they're going to die from the radiation. So who are they? Are they volunteers? They're doing it voluntarily, knowing they're going to die? Are they kamikazes? Are they prisoners of jails and prisons? They have no choice. Either they got shot dead for not going, or they go do it and they die from radiation. They got no choice in the matter. That they don't do it, they'll get locked up or killed. And when they do it, they know they're going to die from radiation. I don't really know, but that's just a hypothesis I have based on experience and things I've heard and read and have experienced. Some people get entrapped. See, a lot of people get entrapped into their jobs, entrapped into committing crimes like murder, and then, when they do get, pushed into committing a murder or whatever, instead of being executed, I mean, it's just all one game of entrapment. They say, well, you did kill somebody, and instead of us executing you for murder, you're going to do what we tell you. It's like working this nuclear power plant, clean up the nuclear power plant, whatever. I mean, I don't really know for sure 100% of the time, but I think that many times it's the way things are. People get, talked into committing crime. I mean, I know people have done it to me, tried to talk me into doing things to people. And then I suppose if I do it, I mean, personally, I don't know the outcome. I figure, one, it's immoral and against the law to do something, I know. But I think some people get, their peer group or whatever, talked into doing some kind of terrible crime. Like, don't you hate those people? Why don't you go kill them? Well, killing people is against the law. You can't get away with that. But we'll let you get away with it, but you're going to have to go work in this, hellhole, and that's what you're going to do for your livelihood. Because you're supposed to, you're not doing this, or, it's all this entrapment and for money and, you know, prisoners in jail and people do stuff. I don't know. I don't know, but this crisis in Japan obviously is, it's devastating, and I can't really joke about it. I'm not joking about it, and I'm not thinking anything other than it's terrible, and I'm glad I'm not over there myself, dying from radiation. I guess the food has radiation in it, whatever food there is. I mean, those people are suffering terribly. I have girls emailing me from Japan on dating websites now. Maybe they're trying to escape or come here. I don't know. I just know my experience here in Kansas and Kansas City. I know I've made statements like, nuke them under anger at the Stockbroker Securities Commission. And I know people have made threats to me in the courthouse, like kill him, shoot him, and then I've been in jail. And so this back and forth reaction, reaction, action, reaction thing is why, I don't, intentionally go out, premeditated intentionally to do bad things. But when people push and push me, then I react, which is what I've always done, which my reactions ended me up in jail. But, this Japan thing really is a terrible thing. It's gonna have effects for a long time, not just now. And I've noticed when I go out around here now, bunch of Oriental looking people are looking at me, staring at me, shaking, walking away, doing something. Oriental girls are emailing me for dating websites. I have just strictly objective opinions about it that I did put on my Casey roommates with the intent that, to donate money to global giving to give to these people if there's anybody. It's not a scam for me to pocket money in my own pocket. It's just, I think everybody probably, no matter whether you like or dislike somebody, something like this, makes you think, well, what's the right thing to do? I guess sometimes there is no right thing. You just do what the best you can, right? And you don't know whether it's right now. You look back and say, well, you learn from experience. I did this, was it right? New situation similar comes up, what should I do now? Is it right? I don't know, I'm almost 50. By the time I'm 100 years old, or the time I should be 100 years old, 50 years from now, if I live that long, what would the world be like? What will I be like? I don't know. I guess there were times when I was 25 years old after I started getting thrown in jail and mental hospitals with my master's. I probably thought I wouldn't live to be 50. But I'm in 50. I'm not in bad physical shape. I got a full head of non-gray hair mostly. I'm not a bald eagle like these guys. You can notice a trend that guys who work in certain places are all bald and whatever. I said that before, bald guys must be bald for a reason because they worry. And of course, I've heard rumors that people that work in these offices, these companies, all the radiation from things, from computers and everything, makes them both go bald and get cancer just working in these offices. Well, maybe it is true, and maybe it's intentionally designed to give radiation and kill people and make them bald, because everybody wants to judge people solely by what they look like, and there's some kind of secret code that people, who look like something, or, I noticed these girls the other day at the Olive Garden, these two women, one older, one younger, they had the same haircut, it was kind of a stylish haircut, but only they were blonde right above their forehead line, then dark on top. It was kind of funky looking. That's the insanity of these people, they all have their lookalikes, or all that matters is what you look like, and you have to have your secret code to look like something. Computer guys look like scary ponytail. I mean, it's all just some stupid insanity these people dream up around here. I mean, to me, if you're going to look like something, you should just try to look, good, not weird, not stupid. Make yourself look as good as you can. That's what I would think. That's the only intelligent thing. I believe in intelligence. I guess some people would say, well, it's intelligent to make yourself look like a freak if it puts money in your pocket when you weren't getting money otherwise, or, people just make up a different scenario for everything. I got a big nose. It means I got a big, maybe not. I don't know. It's big enough.